You're live. Welcome. Live from New York. Oh, hold on 1 second. Live from New York. It is Dante Graves with his first ever live stream. I came home today and I said, you know what? I want to do a live stream. And I might even leave this up after the fact, you know? The first thing we're going to do, though, is make the live stream a lot more fun by pouring some apple juice off screen into this glass. I just like the way apple juice tastes in a glass more. I've got a candle here for ambiance. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. Actually, I think I'm already feeling a lot better about this than before. But hopefully, you guys stick around and go ahead and if you got any questions at all, just pile them in to the chat and I'll answer them. You don't have to pay money. You don't have to do none of that stupid shit. Just ask it away. Fire away. However, if your question is stupid, I will be making fun of you on stream. And whether or not your face is showing or it's a ghost account, I'm just going to mock you senselessly. I'll make up traits about you, assign them to you, and then I'll shame you for having those traits. Let me pour my drink real quick. My apple juice. It's apple juice. Okay. Apple juice is getting a little fizzy, actually. Okay, we're back. We're back. Nobody in the chat yet. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and start the tier list. And if anybody has a question or anything, just go ahead and fire away, and I'll get to them at some point. But we're going to lock in on that tier list because best case scenario, you guys get a horror icons tier list out of this. Let's see here. Okay, so I think, yes, this should work. We're going to be doing this tier list. I tried to find just kind of, I didn't make this one, but I hope that this kind of covers all of our bases. I scrolled through here to make sure I knew like a majority of these characters. There's only 3 or 4 that I don't recognize or that I just haven't seen the movie they're from, even if I do know what they are. So most of these people to be able to rate them. And we've got legend status, which you're going to find out about me. I love a lot of these characters. It's really fucking hard for me to just totally outright shit on a horror movie icon because I've spent so much time with all these characters. Even if I don't even like the movie they're from, I like the character. And so a lot of these people, they're going to end up being in legend status. I bet I'm going to go ahead and predict. I'm a very positive guy. I lean towards liking things. Okay. I want to give out compliments. I lean towards most things going into legend status. I think that's going to be our most bogged down category. Next category, we've got fucking awesome, which is basically like, I don't think they're a legend. I don't think about them all the time. I'm not like, oh, I need to have an action figure of this thing, you know, but they are pretty fucking awesome. And whenever I watch the movie, I'm like, fuck yeah, I love that character. And for the record, I condone and support the actions of every single character on this list. And I think all of them are great people. No. Okay, I just saw one that I was like, never mind. The joke, of course. When I say that someone's like awesome, don't give me some fucking pedantic lecture about how I'm condoning, you know, race or child murder. I singled out for audio listeners only. I singled out the bitch from Get Out and the bitch from Doctor Sleep. 2 female characters, a rare display of misogyny from me. But yeah, let's just be honest. You know, like we watch horror movies because we like horror movies. We like the characters that are within them. So we support these characters. We want to see these characters. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So either way, fucking awesome. Does what it needs to do. That's a character that's they didn't necessarily set the world on fire, you know, but they like the movie they had, they needed a character to do a specific purpose to fulfill like the plot needs of the movie. but they're not like, I don't want to dress up like them for Halloween. I don't need an action figure, but like they're not a bad character. I just don't like the person because I'm not supposed to like the person, but they're not like fun to be around or whatever the fuck. And that's gonna be kind of trickier than you think. And we got forgettable. That basically, it doesn't necessarily mean that the movie they come from is bad. It just means the character left such little of a fucking impact on me. And then lame as fuck. I'm already looking at the list. So I can spot a couple, but I might even get flamed for some of the ones I put in there. It's just ones that I think are like, okay, I don't see the fucking point, you know. And they've never done anything for me. That's basically all there is to it. Let's see here. Still nobody in the chat. That makes me sad. That's okay. This is more of a test stream, anyways. If this goes over, which right now it's not going over well, I'm just talking to nobody. But hopefully, it's a fun video for you guys to watch after the fact. Let me get my some more apple juice. It's a Monsterama glass. You guys should go to Monsterama. Okay, here we are. Let's get started on our list. So we have the killer from Alice, Sweet Alice. I love this movie. This killer was actually the inspiration for the Chris Kringler from Yuletide, Dante Graves show. So like 10 or something. Yeah, I watched that movie. I saw that mask. And then when I was conceptualizing the killer and Chris Kringler for Chris Kringler, there was several different things that fell into that influence. But when it came time to like pick out a mask, I was like, I'm just gonna go with the mask from Alice, Sweet Alice, and it's literally that. So I love this movie. This is a great underrated slasher movie. If nobody's ever seen it, I highly recommend watching it. But the killer is not. I think putting them in fucking awesome is kind of like overstating how important they really are. I think that they kind of would fall into the category of like does what it needs to do. I like the design. They have some really interesting sequences. If I recall Alice Sweet Alice, there's some really cool, great poster, by the way. There's some really cool POV stuff and not a huge body count, but the kills that do happen, they leave an impression on you. I'm gonna go ahead and say that the killer from Alice Sweet Alice, I'm not spoiling the name, the identity of said killer, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that they are going in, does what it needs to do. It works for the plot of that movie. Um, love the movie. I just don't. The killer is nothing really to write home about, even if they have kind of a pretty striking visual. You know what I'm saying? Next up, we got the Anaconda from the movie Anaconda. I assume this is like, you know, the main Anaconda, but we'll just say the Anacondas from the movie Anaconda because I think there's more than one in the first movie, or maybe I'm mistaken. I know there's more than one in the second movie, Hunt for the Blood Orchid, which is fine. I don't mind Anaconda. I actually quite like it. I think if I would like it more because the practical effects for the snake are incredible, and I like the cast of characters. I used to watch it with my friend Tucker. We fucking hated as like reptile nerds the fact that the fucking anaconda like did these like dinosaur like and it's like it wouldn't make those noises. It would just, you know, hiss if anything, and even then it would be kind of a subdued noise. If you wanted to make a more bassy hiss, great, but instead they had it do these like stupid noises, and like the snake wouldn't make those fucking noises. I know that's a nitpick, but it's a pretty big nitpick because the second half of that movie, the snake is making all kinds of fucking noise that it wouldn't actually be making, is the problem. So we're gonna go ahead and put the snake in. I'm putting it in does what it needs to do, and I'm putting it behind Alice, Sweet Alice. Great design for a giant creature, and it's basically a fucking Titanoboa. If you guys are really into like um being specific about these kinds of things, but or if you're a fucking nerd for these kinds of things, yeah. Either way, I'm putting the snake right there. There's not really much else to be said about it. Some great kills. One of the best kills is the guy jumping off the waterfall. Snake grabs him and fucking coils him up in midair. That was fucking awesome. All right, we got Angela from Sleepaway Camp. I'm gonna go ahead and okay, I'm gonna get some shit for this, but if she's not staying right there, let's put her right back down here for now. If we're talking just the first movie, Angela. I would put her right there, if not for the ending of the movie, which everyone knows it's what this image is taken from. She has a dick. We already know this. Okay. Uh, I'm a bigger fan of Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3 than I am the original Sleepaway Camp, and I get shit for it all the time. Those movies, I think, fleshed out Angela, made her a much more interesting character. They've got some great underrated kills, and I like Angela in those movies. So if we're gonna, but I'm gonna count all of them. I'm gonna count the character as a complete thing. Okay, and so for that, I'm gonna move Angela up to does what it needs to do, and she's gonna go over the killer from Alice, Sweet Alice. Not much else to say about it. I think Angela has more to offer as like a character that we kind of like do an autopsy of after the fact. There's a lot of great studies or opinion pieces about the fact that Angela's really the first trans horror icon, or one of the first at least. And I think there's a compelling argument to be made there. Not even really an argument; it just kind of is objectively true. And I think that that's kind of cool. So happy Pride Month, guys. Next up, we got Annabelle. Fuck. Cause see, I fucking hate the first Annabelle movie. But I will say, and I'm not even scared by dolls or anything. I will say though that Conjuring movie made Annabelle really scary, like really fucking scary. And that first shot, that's just the doll's fucking eyeball. And I'm even getting kind of spooked out just being home alone right now with the fucking lights off everywhere. So I don't know. Annabelle Creation, I quite enjoy that movie. I really like Annabelle Comes Home. I liked Annabelle's appearance in The Conjuring 4. What is it? The Conjuring 4 Last Rites, I think is what it's called. So I might put fucking awesome sounds kind of like more advanced than what it needs to be. So I'm gonna put her above Angela. I know, but like, let's be honest, Annabelle is a modern horror icon. You guys be like, no, she isn't. Yes, she is, though. Can most people recognize her? Then she's an icon. Doesn't mean her movies are good, but I kind of like some of them, and I don't mind Annabelle itself as a character. I kind of like the idea of a creepy doll. Not even kind of. I obviously love the idea of a fucking creepy doll. What do we got here? Kathy Bates from, is it Annie Wilkes, played by Kathy Bates, or is it the other way around? Either way, the bitch from Misery that he didn't get out of the cock-a-doodie car. That lady, she's fucking terrifying. I wish I could add another category for like, I legitimately fucking hate them and they scared the shit out of me, but they're not fucking awesome or legend. And I don't want to go does what it needs to do again, but that's kind of where she's at. She's terrifying. She's so fucking scary. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put her in does what it needs to do. She's going over everybody else. And she's like verging on here. I just don't like her. She frightens me. She's not fun. She makes me scared. I feel unsafe in her fucking presence. And so what, Annie Wilkes, Kathy Bates, you're going and does what it needs to do. Next up, we got the fucking psycho bitch from Audition. I love this movie. If you guys haven't seen Audition, I want to talk about fucking torture porn, Korean horror, like we're not here to fuck around kind of horror. This fucking movie, I'm going to go ahead and put her in fucking, she's our first entrant into fucking awesome. I think she's great. That final sequence of her cutting off the guy's fucking foot and stuff. It's brutal. It's nightmarish. It's ghoulish. The whole movie, especially on rewatch, she's almost scarier once you know what she is, and then you watch the sequences with her throughout. Yeah, I mean, she's fucking awesome. I think she's a fucking bad bitch, and she's fucking terrifying though. And I like watching her more than I like Annie Wilkes, which is why she's in the fucking awesome category versus does what it needs to do, because I watched that movie again. Even if I feel bad for the main character, I'm still like, God, shit, she's kind of, one, got it going on, but two, I also feel bad for her, but three, I'm so glad I'm not him. You know what I mean? Next up, we got the alien or the race of aliens from the block. I don't know if anybody's ever seen this movie. I have, and it's fucking awesome. But I got a hot take. Okay, because I love Attack the Block. John Boyega, he played Finn in the Star Wars movies, the newer ones, the shitty ones, but he's great. And Attack the Block is so worth watching. It's so good. But I will say this: the aliens in the movie are so fucking forgettable, bro. They are so. I see I got 3 people in the chat right now. If you guys got any questions at all, go ahead and throw them into the Q&A. And I will go at the chat or whatever. You don't have to spend any money, you don't have to nothing. I'll answer any question as long as it's a cool question. I'll answer any question, even if it's a fucking stupid question, honestly. But go ahead and drop them in there, and I will get to them later. But it's good to have at least 3 people watching me. So either way, we've got the alien from Attack the Block. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in forgettable, and it's just because the design doesn't do anything for me. It kind of looks like, was it Wild Mutt from Ben 10, except like just with a weird like negative filter on it. And I like Ben 10 way more. The aliens in that movie felt like not that intimidating. It was really all it is. And I'm mainly watching that movie for the main characters, basically. We got the what is this? Oh, fuck. If I forget, Audrey 2. Sorry, I'm so sorry I forgot the name. From Little Shop of Horrors. Great movie, great musical. Love the design of the creature. I'm not nuts about it like other people are. It's kind of like in a Rocky Horror Picture Show sort of category where I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's great. I need more apple juice. A second. It's kind of in like a Rocky Horror Picture Show category where I'm like, it's great, whatever. But feed me. Like it's a great iconic design. It's not one of my favorites. It's not forgettable either though. I'm gonna put it behind the snake from Anaconda. Sorry. Let me pour myself some more apple juice and we will continue. Oh, my glass is too short. Okay, so I just pissed everybody off by putting Audrey behind the snake from Anaconda. No big deal. We'll continue. Apple juice. It is apple juice, you fuck. Who the fuck is Banana Bread? Hello, Devon. I feel like Banana Bread. Weren't you talking shit in a stream like a year ago that Chris Brock and I did? I'll ban your ass, Banana Bread. I swear to God. But I'm happy you showed up tonight. If anybody has any questions, I see there's 3 people in the chat. At one point there were 6 people. I about shit my pants. Either way. Okay, so we're moving on. We've got Baby from House of a Thousand Corpses, and also by extension Devil's Rejects and 3 from Hell. That's who this character is. I love those movies. I'm a huge Rob Zombie fan. I know that at one point, being a Rob Zombie fan was like being a fucking juggalo. Like you were like a fucking pariah. Okay. And I was both of those things in middle school. I'm no longer a juggalo, but I am absolutely still a massive Rob Zombie fan. I love the fucking guy's music. I think the guy is awesome. I love his comic books, and I especially love his movies. And House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects, 2 of my favorite horror films of all time. I love his Rob Zombie Halloween remakes and stuff. That all being said, Baby in those movies was never my favorite character. I already see them who I like significantly more. And so Baby is unfortunately going to go into does what it needs to do. And I am going to put her between Annabelle and Angela. I don't know if she'll stay there, but I feel pretty confidently right now about her being in that spot. She comes off a bit like a Harley Quinn. And I do not mean that in a good way. With Banana Bread, what are you saying? I have no affiliation with Chris Brock. I don't fucking believe you, Banana Bread. I do like Grown Ups, though. Grown Ups, like the movie with Adam Sandler, because Grown Up, I wipe my ass with Grown Ups. Grown Ups, I would rather fucking drag my fucking naked penis through broken fucking glass than watch Grown Ups. Grown Ups is not on this fucking tier list. If it was, I would refuse to rank it. I would refuse to rank Grown Ups. you're distracting me as I go over why Baby from House of Thousand Corpses is not my favorite of the trio of the Devil's Rejects. And that's why she's in between the doll from fucking Annabelle, whose name is Annabelle, and then Angela Baker from Sleepaway Camp. Moving on, we're going to talk about the twisted mangle of flesh that is the twin brother, Siamese twin. I think, is it racist to say Siamese twin? Conjoined twin? Whatever. From Basket Case. What is that fucking guy's name? I've seen Basket Case one time. I liked it. I didn't watch Basket Case 2. They looked fucking dumb. I know I own them. I own them on fucking Blu-ray. Basket Case 2, Basket Case 3, The Progeny, Museum of Modern Art. In 2017, Basket Case was selected for preservation by the Museum of Modern Art, which oversaw a restoration of the film from its original 60mm camera. That's fucking awesome, man. Congratulations. The dude who made Basket Case, he also made a movie called Brain Damage, which I'm a big fan of. His name is film stars Frank Henenlotter. Yeah, he made Brain Damage. Great fucking movie. Okay, so his brother's name is, the backstory, Dr. Liffenlander, then murder their father. Where's the brother's name? Belial. Okay, Belial. Yes. I knew it was a weird fucking name. Belial from Basket Case. He's going in fucking awesome. Behind the chick from Audition, I can't in good conscience. Extremely racist, man. I'm offended, but I'm still going to watch the stream. You know what? Thanks, Banana Bread. Thank you for giving me a second chance. You caught me being racist, and you said, you know what? This guy deserves a second chance. And that's the kind of unity that we need in the world. Oh, a warning. Warning for what? Your connection is unstable. Please wait. Okay, I'm back. Did we lose connection at any point? What is this? Okay, I lost connection for a second there. Everybody let me. Can you shout out my friend for his birthday? Jackson Mehoff is his name, brother. You're fucking lying. And also, why are you referencing a deep cut fucking character like that? Can everybody, am I still like connected well? Because I had a freak for a second say that I was like not connected anymore. Your stream is too high quality for the internet, bro. Oh, well, that's nice. Am I still here? Like, can people fucking see me? Whatever. I'm going to continue with it. I'm getting nervous about it. But hopefully, there's nobody else in this fucking house using the internet. So I probably just need a better fucking... I'm connected. Okay. I'll believe it. Hey, well, Banana Bread, you said shout out your brother, right? Absolutely. Or your friend. Okay. Sorry. I'm getting to be a little bit drunk, if I'm being honest. I've only had 3, but it's... I only ate Taco Bell like hours ago. So too crisp sound and audio wise for YouTube to handle. Really? Okay. So you're making fun of me, Banana Bread. Well done. You know what? I'm glad you're hanging out with me. Either way, shout out to your friend here. See, I'm watching my own stream on another thing. Look, this is the kind of stuff that you get for coming to my stream, the first stream I've ever done. You know what I mean? I'd never make fun of you, dog. Oh. I appreciate it. We're going to continue with the tier list, okay? Or at least we're going to try to, if it'll fucking let us. Let's see here. Okay. I'm hoping that I'm connected and everybody from House. That's what his name. That's what's from. So House is a great fucking movie. This army guy memorable at the end of the movie. Like he leaves an impact on you by the end, but he's only really in that last part of the fucking movie. You know what I mean? He's only he doesn't do much he needs to do, and I'm putting him behind Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors. And that's the end of the discussion, okay? He said the age of consent should be questionable age, but other than that, he's a good friend. Happy birthday, Mihawk. What the fuck? He said the age of consent should be a questionable age. But I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm gonna let it slide because I don't fucking know you. What the fuck? Moving right along from Black Christmas. Fun fact, Black Christmas, I showed that to my little sister a couple Christmases back. Very young girl. She's seen tons of horror films. She said that was the scariest movie she had ever seen. And mostly because of its ending. And I have to agree. Black Christmas holds up better than a lot of movies of its time. It's a very, very fucking scary slasher movie. That's all there really is to it. And Billy, I'm putting him in fucking awesome. Not over Belial because, and not over the chick from Audition, but he leaves his impact. That movie's so great it transcends, and I think his voice over the phone, I think him being able to have as much aura and lore as he does with him just being a voice on the phone means that he should be up in that fucking upper echelon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember that banana bread. The age of consent should. What? All right, moving right along from The Witch, he's going up in legend status. You know why? Because I like him. And I remember reading that the goat from that movie was so misbehaved and so like naughty and difficult to work with that he's banned from ever doing a movie again. But he left such an impression on me, and he's such an icon, and I love goats. And I mean, goat is in his name. Is he the greatest of all time? No. But he's going up in legend status because I think he does have kind of goat status. You know? Goat. Okay. He was president for some time, sir. Jackson Mehoff said some wild shit, went down to Kentucky and said the age of consent shit. I don't know, man. You have some affiliate. Banana Bread, are you Chris Brock in disguise? Because you said you don't have any affiliation with Chris Brock, and that sounds like something that fucking Chris Brock would say. You know? I don't know. I'm a highly suspect of you, Banana Bread, because you were like, I'm not in the skies, dude. I don't know. Chris Brock also wouldn't say anything that. Let's move right along to Blade from Puppet Master. I'm specifically just gonna rank Blade. He is my favorite puppet from Puppet Master, and he's going in fucking awesome, and he's going above the chick from Audition because I really, really love that character and I love that franchise, even if those movies fucking suck. Those movies fucking suck, bro. They are bad fucking movies. The best one is Puppet Master 2 and Puppet Master 3. Those two, I would legit say those are good movies. There are like 13 of these, though, and only 2 of them can I actually watch. I do like Puppet Master, The Littlest Reich. The Littlest Reich was good. I fucked with that movie. But yeah, he's going right there. He's my favorite of the puppets. I like him a lot. This fucking tard from House of Wax. He's like the other brother from House of Wax. Forgettable. Honestly, lame as fuck. Because there's another gentleman who's on the list later. This guy right here. I'll just rank him right now. We'll move him right up. Fucking awesome. And I'd put him in between Belial and Billy, I think. No, actually, you know what? He's going over Belial. I really like House of Wax. That guy's got great fashion sense. Some brutal fucking kills. Really fine. Sticks with you for fucking ever. Blade 2 is a good sequel. We're not fucking talking about Blade 2. We're nowhere near talking about Blade 2 right now. What are you talking about? Banana Bread, you're a fucking career and I'm with, but I just want you to know that no one said anything about Blade 2. The Boy from The Boy. Lame as fuck. And I'm putting him behind the guy from House of Wax because the guy in House of Wax, at least in that movie, like had a plot purpose to exist, but he didn't do fucking anything for me. The Boy is fucking gay, okay? And I have seen The Boy, so don't be like, oh, you haven't even seen it, you're just shitting. No, the doll moves around the house, and then it's actually a fucking loser that lives in the wall. And at the end, he's like, no kiss. He wants a kiss or whatever. Pussy shit. Brundlefly, legend status. Behind Black Phillip, To be fair, Black Phillip had more screen time, and I just like Black Phillip more. But I like the Fly better than I like the Witch. And Brundlefly, he's a fucking goat. He's an icon. I love my action figure of him. He lived in my apartment for a long time. You haven't even seen the boy. You're fucking rage baiting me and it's working. About boys? Oh, so now I'm being accused of being a pedophile. Great. My first stream, and I'm already being accused of being a pedophile. How is he a goat when he is a fly, bro? Okay. Banana bread, your rage bait's coming off. Hey, thanks, man. Fuck Victor Salva. Okay. I love Brundlefly. He's going right there. I love his design. Also, Fly 2, super fucking underrated movie. Goated fucking movie. I love both the Fly movies. Just recently rewatched both of them with my little sisters. We all agreed. All of them were good. Except for Curse of the Fly. The original Fly with Vincent Price, masterpiece. Return of the Fly, underrated sequel. Curse the Fly. The opening scene where the chick is in her panties is the only fucking part that's good. The rest of the movie fucking boring as shit. The remake is obviously a fucking generational masterpiece, and the sequel is an underrated fucking sequel. Moving on, we got Candyman, horror icon, Tony Todd. Rest in peace, man. I wish I had gotten the chance to meet him. Yeah, he's going in legend status. Let's be fucking real. And, he's going over Black Phillip and he's going over Brundlefly because it's that voice, the bass in it, his method of killing, his lore, his cultural significance, the performance from Tony Todd, Clive Barker giving the foundation building blocks to making a horror icon out of him. Yeah, dude, I don't think anyone's going to have any fucking debate about Candyman being in that fucking spot. Any debate about it at all, you can go ahead and take it and shove it right up your ass because Candyman's right there. Captain Spaulding, though, and I might get fucking heat for this, but I'm putting Captain Spaulding over Candyman. I fucking love Captain Spaulding. He's not even my favorite member of the Devil's Rejects, but Captain Spaulding is one of the greatest killer clowns in horror fiction. Rest in peace. Wish I would have got to meet him. But in House of 1,000 Corpse specifically, I used to sit there and pore over images of the NECA Cult Classics action figure for Captain Spaulding. I really, really wanted that figure, and that design just sticks with you. A buddy of mine who used to help me with the show, he got a Captain Spaulding tattoo because that's how important that character was to us growing up. And we'd quote him all the fucking time. He just kind of like punctuates House of 1,000 Corpses, and then in Devil's Rejects, it feels like it made him feel more of like a human that could exist. A frightening human, a funny human, but a human, nonetheless. And so, okay, Carrie, legend status, but behind all these people. I've never really gotten as into Carrie as other people. And maybe it's because I'm sexist or whatever. I'm sure my little sisters would adore that movie. It's kind of a wash that I have not showed it them. I never really even got into Carrie, the Brian De Palma version. I actually grew up watching the TV movie of Carrie. And so that's why Carrie is going to go. She's a legend. Absolutely. Everyone knows the story. They're all going to laugh at you. Hello, cute sound. But, she has her period late and it's tragic. Her mom's a fucking cunt and a half. And we all root for her. It's a good for her movie. It absolutely is. I love the movie. Also, Brian De Palma, one of his best films. His other two best films being, in my personal opinion, I'm not putting Body Double in there. I'm putting Scarface and I'm putting fucking Carlito's Way. That's my favorite Brian De Palma film behind Scarface. Okay. Okay. So basically, Carrie, she's going in. I just don't eat quite as much as any of these other people. That's really the only reason. But I keep in mind, I put her over my favorite puppet from Puppet Master. Chop Top. Here's where I get again. This is hot take central. Chop Top is legend status, and he's going over Carrie. I'm sorry. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is the shit, and Bill Moseley is a fucking stud. He's going over Carrie. I don't want to fucking hear anything about it. Lick my fucking plate, you dog dick. Christine. fuck. Christine, I'm putting her over Black Phillip. She's a legend. See what I'm saying? A lot of these people are going to be legends. I am too positive. I love these characters way too much. Too many of them are going to be in legend status. Christine, I've got the model of that fucking car. I'm going to see that car in October, hopefully. And then I'm going to take a picture with me with that car. So Christine's going in fucking legend status behind Candyman, behind Captain Spaulding, Black Phillip, right behind it, all those other fucking people. Chrome Skull. He is from, so for anyone who doesn't know who Chrome Skull is, he is from the Laid to Rest series of movies, which was a slasher franchise that only lasted for 2 movies. It is worth watching if you're a diehard fucking slasher fan. If you are a horror nerd, watch Laid to Rest. Laid to Rest and Chrome Skull, by extension, are kind of like the Art the Clown of their day, where they were micro budget movies with whatever characters that were just made to do some cool kills and an interesting killer. And they were very clearly really trying to say, like, this fucking guy is going to be the new horror icon. He's going to be the new it thing. Never took off, and I'm pretty sure that the director of these films, he actually passed away of cancer or something like that, and he didn't get to do Chrome Skull 3, which is a bummer. I've seen both these movies, and I enjoy them. My unfortunate thing, I say this with a heavy fucking heart, because I'm a filmmaker, and I've tried to make characters of my own, and I've wanted them to take off and stuff. It bums me out, man. I'm putting Chrome Skull in forgettable, because I don't hear nobody talking about Chrome Skull. I'm putting him there for the broader horror consensus. He's going right there. I'm sorry. I've seen those movies. The second movie is fucking dumb. Oh, my fucking internet's crashing out again. I think I'm back. I wish the internet was fucking stronger. I'm so sorry, guys. We'll watch your videos in October. Okay, wait. I got some more comments here. Did anybody ask a fucking question yet? Or is it just Banana Bread and Cute Sound? I'm going to see you in October. We'll watch your videos in October. Is Banana Bread... Are you... fuck. I feel like I know who you are, bro. I don't know. Hopefully you don't see me in October. Are you going to fucking molest me if you do? God damn. I don't know if I trust you, Banana Bread. You're a nefarious character. We're gonna move on from Chrome Skull. It kind of bummed me out talking about a dude who died of cancer. Chucky, let's be fucking for real. No. Chucky legend status. Chucky is a top 3 fucking slasher for me. I adore Chucky. I don't even want to belay the point. Chucky's going in legend status, and he's going over all those other characters. But he's a doll. He's whatever. Brother, Chucky would fuck you up. Everybody that thinks that they're like, everybody that says like, oh, I could take Chucky. No, you fucking couldn't. Shut the fuck up. Chucky would fucking kill you, so you would die a horrific death at the hands of Chucky. You're a fucking idiot if you think you wouldn't. And the people were like, well, he's a doll. Just pick him up and throw him across. The fucking power of Dumbledore! Chucky has the physical strength of a fucking grown adult in a doll's body. He can infinitely replicate himself. He's fucking immortal. He is Chucky, the killer doll. And he digs it. He's going in legend status. I don't fucking care. That fucking, not the opening scene, the first fucking thing he says while in character in Child's Play. You stupid bitch, you filthy slut. I'll teach you to fuck with me. That's what he says. I think about that often in my moments of need. 100 yards. Yeah, you'd put the doll 100 yards easy. Banana Bread, you are the type of person I'm talking about. I'll put you in a figure 4 leg lock, and you'll have 60 seconds to escape or die. Might even tombstone you, but that one dude might like it. Okay, so Banana Bread, you're deep in lore. You are someone I know. You're someone I know. I don't know who you are. I have the leg of an athlete. These all sound like things Chris Brock would say. Okay, we're going to move right along here. Kreitz from Critters. I think these guys are fucking awesome, and they're memorable, but they're going to go right there. Critters 1 and 2 are really the only ones I would actually genuinely recommend. I think there's some fun to be had with Critters 4. That's it, though. Critters Attack, the 5th movie, I think was set in Iowa. Could be fucking wrong. Never watched it. The first two Critters movies, Critters 2 being the only Easter horror movie. Oh, I saw this movie on Tubi. It's called Bunny Man. Yeah, the only good fucking Easter horror movie. Moving right along. Cujo. Damn it. He's such a good boy. Okay. I'm the lore master. Who the fuck is Banana Bread? I'm drunk enough I might get emotional talking about Cujo, so we're not going to talk about him too long. I remember that there's a moment in the Cujo novel, which I only read through one time, and I've seen the movie a couple times, where Cujo died thinking he was a bad dog, you know? That made me really fucking sad. Cujo's not a bad dog. He was a dog that had bad circumstance. Yeah. I agree, Steven. My cat's meowing over here like really sad. He don't like to see me cry either. Cujo, I'm gonna put you in legend status just because you made me sad. You're going behind Carrie. You know what? I like Cujo more than Carrie. R.I.P. Cujo. You were a good. Don't let anybody tell you were anything other than that. Okay. You know, I really do think that that's kind of horse shit that people say like, oh, Cujo, that bad fucking dog. He wasn't a bad dog. He got bit by a fucking bat and then he got fucking turned evil. He didn't want to. He thought he was confused. It's so fucking sad. All right, we're moving on from the fucking sad dog stuff. Damien from The Omen, he's a legend, but do I want to put him over Carrie and Cujo? He's going to go right there. I love The Omen. I love The Omen 2. I love The Omen 3. I even like The Omen 4 a little bit, and I fucking adored what is it? The first Omen, the prequel that just came out. It was so fucking good. I'm a big Omen fan. The Omen remake, whatever, take it or leave it. Okay, I don't remember the name of the killer from Tourist Trap, but I remember Tourist Trap, and I remember the killer's face, but I don't remember any of their motivations, what they were doing, or nothing. I know the House of Wax, the 2005 one, was a secret remake of Tourist Trap, but they were like, yeah, but it doesn't have the name recognition that the original House of Wax does. So they just said, okay, we're doing House of Wax. So therefore, Tourist Trap is going to go right between Chrome Skull and the alien from Attack the Block. This is Dr. Hill from Reanimator, specifically when he is just ahead. He is Herbert West's nemesis from the Reanimator films. Great villain, great antagonist. I'm going to go ahead and say he does what it needs to do, but he's going all the way back here between Audrey 2 from, I keep saying Planet of the Apes. It's Little Shop of Horrors and the fucking army zombie guy from House. Okay. That's where they're going. Yeah. All right. Moving on. I don't know who this guy is. And so we come to a category where it's like, I don't know who they are. Then they need to just be put back at like the bottom of the list because I don't have a category for I don't know this person. I don't know who that person is. If anyone knows who that is, let me know. It might be a thing where I do know them, but just this specific image isn't ringing any bells. It might be like the Mummy from the Hammer films. I don't think it is, though. It doesn't really look like the Mummy from the Hammer films. Let's assume that it is, actually. Let me see. I don't know. I don't know what that is. If anybody knows who this is, let me know. Anybody know? Banned from tier list. How do you know who that is? Because I'm really good at knowing what. Do you mean to say, how do I not know who that is? Not know, damn it. Yeah, well, you're a fucking idiot. Learn to fucking type. Fucking moron. Stupid fuck. I have no clue. Of course you don't. I have a clue because I'm smart and you're stupid. All right, what are we? I don't remember where we're at. Fuck. I can't type, bro. I got taco fingers. Are you eating tacos right now? I had tacos for lunch. I forgive you, Banana Bread. You've been pretty cool most of the stream. Most of the stream. Clue is a good live, man. Tim Curry is legit. Clue is a good live. I don't know what you're talking about. You say the most No one here is talking about Clue. We're moving on from the fucking weird thing I don't know. Christopher Lee Dracula. No, right there. Oh shit, I want to. Okay, he's going over Chucky. He's the greatest Dracula of all time. He's my favorite. Dracula's my favorite horror icon. He's my favorite fictional character. He might remain in this spot. There's other characters I might want to put over. I don't know, man. It's fucking Dracula. It's Christopher Lee's Dracula. He has played Dracula more times than anyone else. Meant good movie, but good live works also. Been a good stream so far. Hey, thanks, Banana Bread. I'm sorry I yelled at you earlier. Frankenhooker, I love her. And I just don't watch that movie as much as I probably should. It's a classic, and she's sexy. I think she's fucking awesome. She's an icon for sure, but I think she'd go right there. Boris Karloff as the Frankenstein monster, that's legend status for sure. And now here's where we run into a huge problem is my love of classic horror cinema or my love of like 80s slasher cinema, the stuff I really I love them both. Which do I love more? And so I look at these upper lists here because we're getting into that like area where it's like, okay, the minute I look at a character, I'm like, they're my favorite thing ever, but they can't all be at that number one spot. So I'm sorry, Sid Haig. Captain Spaulding, R.I.P. R.I.P. Sid Haig as well. I love you both, but it's Boris fucking Karloff as the Frankenstein monster. Played him in Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, Son of Frankenstein. He came back as Dr. fucking Neiman in House of Frankenstein. He's a fucking legend. He voiced the goddamn Grinch. I knew you'd put Sir Christopher Lee top. I've been looking forward to this. Damn, Banana Bread, you really know ball. I doubt you sometimes, and then you fucking Banana Bread. I wish I fucking knew. It's like I feel like you have to know me somehow. Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger. I love Freddy Krueger. Chris Brock, good friend of mine. Freddy Krueger is his favorite, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of people put Freddy at their top. I happened to meet Robert Englund, and I didn't really enjoy my interaction with him. And that made Freddy fall quite a ways on my list. And even before that, I liked other characters a lot more than Freddy. So this is going to be the most controversial one that I've done so far. Freddy is going in front of Candy behind Captain Spaulding. I know. Get your fucking torches and pitchforks. Not a Frankenstein pun. I just know that's going to piss some people off. Okay. But I'm going to put him right there because I just like other characters more. And I love his movies. He has some of the greatest final girls of all time. Alice from Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5, one of my favorite final girls, period. But yeah, that's where Freddy's going to go. This guy is from a movie that James Wan did called, what the fuck was that called? It's where he's in the back of that girl's head. Oh, shit. I think it's a P word. What the fuck is the name of it? Does anybody remember the name of that movie? Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. It's gonna piss me off when I fucking find out what the name is. Cause it's fuck. It is, where is it? God damn it. It's where it's in the back of her brain. And he opens up his fucking malignant. It's not a P word. It's an M word. Malignant. Pussy? I don't know what you're talking about. It's not, Banana Bread, you continue to defy my expectations. Okay, either way, I like this guy. I think he's fucking awesome. I'm going to put him right between Frankenhooker and the Kreitz. I think he was an underrated character. Very unique design. Very memorable. I liked him a lot. That movie really left an impression on me, especially at the time that it came out. It was in like COVID, and I watched it for free on like HBO Max. They put all that shit on free. So Malignant, memorable guy. I don't remember his name, but I remember his weapon. I remember how he moved and shit. Yeah. Ghostface. Fuck! Let me pour my next drink here. I got a little bit left in this one, actually. A little bit of apple juice left. I am not as crazy about Ghostface as other people are, but if I was to deny Ghostface legend status, I should have my dick and balls cut off and force them into me eat them. Okay, Ghostface is a legend. I can't deny that. It's just, where do I favor him in the legend category? I think I feel pretty fucking firmly about this spot I'm about to put him in, and I don't want hear any fucking bitching, whinging, or whining. Ghostface, you're going between Brundlefly and Black Phillip. Yeah, that's right. I like that fucking goat from The Witch over Ghostface. But I do think Ghostface left more of an impression on me than Brundlefly did. That's right where he's at. I'm not crazy about him as much as other people are. That's why he's going in. He's still a legend. I will never take that from him, but he's going right there. BRB got a poopy. What the fuck are you? I don't need your whole life story, Banana Bread. I don't even know about your bowel movements. Ginger from Ginger Snaps. She's a legend, and I'm going to put her right there. Catherine Isabel, love those movies. Iconic werewolf on cinema. Two dogs, Cujo and Ginger, right next to each other. What is her name? Ginger. What is her last name in Ginger Snaps? Yo, are you really a fan of the movies if you don't know her last name? I'm sorry, I fucking forgot, okay? Fitzgerald. God damn it. It's because I'm too drunk. I'm not even really that fucking drunk. Snaps? No, it fucking isn't Snaps. It's not the last name. I'm back. It was good. You shit really fast. I could never. That takes me about a good 30 minutes. The Ice Cream Man, played by Ron Howard's brother. Don't remember his name. Clint Howard. And he was in an episode of Star Trek. Either way, Ice Cream Man, lame as fuck. I'm sorry. I've watched that movie. I'm not as enamored with Clint Howard as everybody else is. And I've seen this movie, unlike a lot of people. I know Eli Roth is doing a Ice Cream Man movie. I don't know if it has any relation to this one or not, but I thought that movie fucking sucked. It sucked balls. Oh, he kills people and puts them in the fucking ice cream and they eat. It's dumb. It's fucking dumb. Oh, his weapon is the scoops that he. Stupid. Hannibal Lecter is a fucking legend, and I'm putting him right there. And I'm putting him here on the basis that I also love the Hannibal TV show. Definitely not the best Ice Cream Man in horror that goes to another gentleman who is hot as love. Do you even speak? Hannibal Lecter, I'm putting him here based off my love of the novels, my love of the movie Manhunter, underrated as fuck movie. Brian Cox playing Hannibal Lecter. Obviously, Silence of the Lambs is a generational fucking movie, one of the best movies of all time. And I like Hannibal. I like Red Dragon. I even like Hannibal Rising, but I adore that TV show. He's going right there. Hannibal Lecter is a fucking excellent character. I'm going to pour my next drink. Pouring myself some more apple juice. Everybody patiently wait. I don't know if the mic really picks up when it's that far away from me, but we'll have to fucking wait and see. Oh, this is a great pour. This is a great fucking pour. Come on. Oh, shit. One of my cats is taking a shit in the litter box behind me. All right. Why does it keep feeling there's more in there? Whatever. So Harry Warden from My Bloody Valentine, a.k.a. The Miner. I do, too. I love a good glass of apple juice. I'm just sitting here till noon. Hopefully we go all the way till noon. I got other shit I'd like to fucking do, but we'll find out. Harry Warden, a.k.a. The Miner from My Bloody Valentine. I adore this movie. I actually got to meet the guy, Peter Cowper, who played the Miner in that movie, and he was a very fucking polite man. He was so friendly. We talked about a bunch of things. And I love the original My Bloody Valentine, and I even love the remake. And I'm excited to see what they do with this in the future. I also love the comic book Valentine Bluffs. If anybody's ever the Valentine Bluffs Massacre, if anybody's ever read that comic, it's a great comic. I'm putting Harry Warden obviously in legend status. I understand his name is not actually Harry Warden. It's revealed at the end that it's fucking Axel or whatever. So he's the minor. I'm always going to call him Harry Warden. He's one of the greatest non-franchise slashers of all time. The remake and the comics don't count. He had one movie and then he was done. I'm going to put him over. Fuck. I'm putting him right there. Yeah. I like Harry Warden more than I like Freddy Krueger. Suck my fucking cock. Suck my cock from the fucking back. I don't really give a shit, bro. I like Harry Warden. I love that movie. Next, we got Henry from Portrait of a Serial Killer. This movie fucking rocks, and I even like the sequel that didn't have fucking Michael Rooker playing Henry, but the first movie is a fucking nightmare. If anybody ever wants to feel like they're going to hell, watch Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. It is a brutal, nightmarish fucking movie, and you see almost no violence on screen. It is just a demented, greasy, dirty fucking movie. And the sequel is much the same. If you ever grew up in fucking Stewart, Iowa, like I did, you can see too many of these characters in real life, and it's way too believable. He's gonna go in legend status. It's just about where I'm gonna put him. And I think I just spotted it. I'm going off much of like vibes. It's going right between Cujo and Carrie. Yep. Come on, you fucker. There we go. That's where he's going. Very scary individual. Very, unfortunately, human individual and relatable individual, which makes him more frightening. Jeffrey Combs as Herbert West from H.P. Lovecraft's Reanimator, directed by Brian Usna. I'm pretty sure. Right? It's one of my favorite films. I better be right about the fucking director. Stuart Gordon. Shit. He also did From Beyond. Brian Usna did Society. That's what it was. Jeffrey Combs as Herbert West. One of my favorite characters of all time. And that being said, he is going to go right there. He's behind the Frankenstein monster because it's the Frankenstein fucking monster. But also, Herbert West, he is my main in Terrordrome. Anybody ever play Terrordrome? Let me know in the fucking chat if you guys ever played Terrordrome. It was like a fighting game where you played as horror movie characters. I would fuck you up as Herbert West in that game. I beat that game multiple times on like the fucking hardest difficulties and shit as Herbert West. I've met Jeffrey Combs. He's very fucking cool. I love the comic books. Her Reanimator meets Vampirella, Reanimator versus Army of Darkness, Reanimator versus Hack Slash. I love all three films almost equally. It's a shame we never got a fourth. He's so good as that character. This character right here is the killer from the movie Shocker. And I've seen Shocker, and I liked it a lot. It's a very unique slasher film, which I'm pretty sure Wes Craven either directed or he produced. Nah, I'd ash you, bro. Yeah, Terrordrome is awesome. Yeah, I would kick if you played as Ash and I played as Herbert West, I'd fuck you up. You would never even fucking touch me. I'm just letting you know that right now. I fucking love fucking Reanimator or Terrordrome. It's so fun. So either way, the killer from Shocker, he's very forgettable. I've seen the movie only once, but I remember everything about the movie except the killer, other than the fact that he gets electrocuted in the electric chair and it puts him into like an electrical circuit thing. And the main guy, like his girlfriend got murdered by him. And so he's like, wants revenge. It's a very interesting plot. There's some actually kind of decent fight choreography, which you wouldn't think. And it reminds me a lot of the horror movie Prison, if anybody's ever seen that, which I think had Kane Hodder doing a stunt in that movie. This guy's obviously forgettable as fuck, even though I like that movie. And so I'm going to put him between the thing from Tourist Trap and then Chrome Skull. Boris Karloff as the Mummy. Oh, fuck. As the biggest Universal Monsters, Classic Monsters fanboy ever. I think ever. The only one bigger than me on the internet would be fucking James Rolfe or what is it, In Praise of Shadows or whatever. Maybe there might be a different YouTube channel I'm thinking of. I love classic horror. I love classic monsters, but the fucking Boris Karloff Mummy movie puts me to fucking sleep. I like the Mummy sequels with Lon Chaney Jr. playing the Mummy. He's not forgettable. He's definitely an icon, but I don't think he's fucking awesome. I'm putting him in Does What It Needs to Do, and I'm going to put him right there. I'm sorry. I just don't really care for Imhotep in that original movie. Jack Torrance from The Shining. This character terrifies me. He reminds me too much of my father, and that movie is a masterpiece. It's one of my favorite horror films of all time. I think it's one of the greatest films of all time. That being said, he's a legend. I know. So it's like, where do I want to put him at? I'm trying to look at the list here. Is he going over Black Phillip? Okay, I see it. It's a lot of times it's vibes. He's right behind Christine. He's right over Black Phillip, but he's no higher than that. You know what I mean? Message retracted. What did you say? The N-word? What did you say that you had to retract? Coward. I haven't watched Prison, but I've been to prison. Damn, the banana bread lore that we're all getting here. All 5 of us. There's not that many people in this stream. Delicious apple juice. Delicious apple juice. And this is candle too hot to pick up. Pumpkin scented candle. It's a great vibe in here right now. I'm just plowing through these. This was supposed to be a Q&A stream. Not one of you fucking cowards is asking me a question yet. This is Kane from See No Evil 2, specifically See No Evil 2. I have never seen, I take that back. I've seen both of these movies. What I meant to say was I don't fucking remember his name, and I barely remember anything about the first See No Evil. And I remember only that See No Evil 2 had Catherine Isabel and Daniel Harris, and I was pissed off at how they utilized the both of them. But this fucking character left no impression on me. Forgettable. Also, hey, Kane, a.k.a. Glenn Jacobs, you're a fucking racist, right-wing, bootlicking, MAGA motherfucker. So fuck you. And all the time I spent liking you as a fucking pro wrestler, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. You're dead to me. I don't give a fuck. Honestly, lame as fuck. Glenn Jacobs, Kane. You're okay. I love Kane. I love Kane, the wrestler. Glenn Jacobs is not Kane. Okay. Neptune Nickel. I don't know what you're talking about. Banana bread, you fascinate me. Jason fucking Voorhees. Is there anyone want to argue this? It's Jason fucking Voorhees. Shit. I'm putting him right there. I Frankenstein over Jason, but just fucking barely. I adore Jason. I want to give Jason a big fucking hug, man. I love Jason. We're getting into that fucking territory where it's like really hard for me to do things. The shark from Jaws. Shit. Okay. This is hard. God damn it. Fuck! I'm so locked. I can't. Fuck! Okay, I'm putting the shark from Jaws. It's right there, okay? I'm putting him right there. Fucking damn it. Jennifer from Jennifer's Body. She's an icon for sure. She's going into legend status for sure. Where does she go in legend status is the question. Damn it. Do I want to put her over Ginger Fitzgerald? I don't think I do. I think I want to put her right behind Ginger Fitzgerald. This is Jerry Dandridge from Fright Night one of my favorite films of all time. My favorite. He's going into legend status, but where? Uh, right there. That's where he's going. I actually had the chance to meet Chris Sarandon, also voice of Jack Skellington. He's a fucking very sweet guy. It's Jerry Dandridge, though. Come on. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's be more realistic. Okay, okay, uh, okay. He's going right there. I'm leaving him right there. Jigsaw. This is Billy the Puppet from the Saw franchise, but I'm going to count this as just Jigsaw. It's not just the fucking puppet. I wouldn't put her over Ginger Snaps. Who? Jennifer? Yeah, I that's why I put her behind Ginger Snaps. I didn't. I'm looking at both the fucking chat in this in like two separate fucking windows. I'm sorry, but we agree. We concur, Doctor. I concur. Okay. Jigsaw though. We're not rating the puppet. If we were rating the puppet, he'd go like right there. Okay. But this is Jigsaw, John Kramer, that we're going to be rating here. And if that is the case, he's going to go right there. I love the Saw movies. John Kramer, Jigsaw, the Jigsaw Killer. He is a fucking icon. He is a modern horror icon, just as big as Freddy, just as big as Jason, just as big as Michael. He's an icon. I grew up with the character. I love that he has the 10 movies he has. I love each and every single one of them in their own specific way. And every single one that gets folded into it newer and newer, I'm like, yes, more Jigsaw. I love Jigsaw. This is The Grudge, aka Kayako. She's going to go in legend status. I'll tell you that right now. Where do I want to put her in legend status? She frightens me more than most of the characters that are on this list. I think I see where she's going to go. Right there. Between Christine and Jack Torrance. Because she really scares me. And she's really cool. And that's Christine, I think, is really cool. And Jack Torrance really scares me. So she goes right between the both of them. The killer clowns from outer space. I'm going to assume this specific clown, his name, I'm pretty sure, is Spiky? No, it's not Spiky. That's Jumbo. Let's see. Is that the chick from White Chicks? I don't know what you're fucking talking about. Which one? Were you just talking shit about Kayako? I will kick you from the stream for that alone. Apologize immediately or else you're getting kicked. Yeah, his name is Jumbo. You're correct. Yes, so Jumbo, that's his name. I'm going to just treat this as this if it's the entire Killer Clowns from Outer Space roster. And so they're going to go right there in fucking awesome, above Blade. But yeah. Okay, I see what that is. That's Krampus from Krampus. Krampus grows on me every subsequent Christmas. I love it more and more. Krampus himself from that film. Right there, though. No, actually. Right there. I can love the movie a lot, but he himself, right there. Okay? Because he doesn't like all the Krampus qualities. They really kind of twisted them into making their own character for that particular thing. It wasn't like they wanted to adapt Krampus as he was in all other fucking Krampus media. Okay. So it was a unique, different spin on the character. And that's fine. You know, like you're allowed to do that. But I just either way, I think he's gonna go right there because I like the clown thing that eats the kids. I like the gingerbreads. I like the toy helpers and stuff. I like all that stuff. The elves. I like all that stuff kind of more than Krampus. But he's very iconic. He has a lot of aura when he shows up in the movie. But all these characters are more fucking awesome than him, and all these characters are legends. Leatherface. Yeah. I adore Leatherface. I really, really do. And I think it's a question of do I like Jason or Leatherface more? Because he's going to go right up in that top spot. I like Leatherface slightly fucking less than Jason. Just like that fucking. It's like they're like the same. Like I just want to pick them both at the same time. Just like both at the same time. Okay, that's where he's going. I adore Leatherface. I like Leatherface in the first movie, the second movie, the third movie, the fourth movie, the fifth movie, the sixth movie, the seventh movie. See what I'm saying? I love Leatherface. I read the comic books. Hey, actually, I read the comic books. Okay. I adore Leatherface. He's going right up there in that spot above the shark from Jaws. I want you guys to recognize how much I love this fucking shark. And so all these people are above him. That's because I really fucking like them. I'd like to formally apologize to the creepy white-looking lady that I offended. I'm going to... Hey, she's Asian! She's not white. She's Japanese. You fucking racist piece of shit. Oh, my favorite version of Leatherface? Probably Leatherface from the remake. I really like that one. But I like all of them. I like every iteration. The biggest like composite version, because my favorite movie is the second one, but my biggest like the composite version of Leatherface is the one from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. Because he's got the best elements of all of the different ones. And he's also so over the top. And you kind of get a sense of like, this is a guy that exists like day to day and does this day to day, you know? As I start talking about him, I want to put him over some of these other people, but I'm going to leave him right there. But I really love him. And I know people, the first one's the only good one. Go fuck yourself. The first one's a fucking masterpiece. No one's taking that away from them, but the rest of them are really good also. Okay. Or a lot of them are really good also. I just love Leatherface, and I treat them all as the same character. I think Leatherface has a very transient identity where, depending on what mask he's wearing or what mask they are wearing, trans icon Leatherface, they become they take on the identity of whatever mask they're wearing, and they kind of amplify those characteristics. If there was one specific version of Leatherface that I really gravitate towards, like when you say Leatherface, the thing that comes to my mind, though, probably the remake. Granted, it was the first one I saw, but I do really like the depiction and appearance of him in the second and third movie as well. And I also like the way he looks in Texas Chainsaw 3D. So that's where Leatherface is going to go. Leprechaun, you're going in legend status. It's just a question of where. And I think I just seen it. It's like right there. It's like right fucking there. I just don't know where it's going to go. Right there. The Grudge scares me more. No, fuck me. I'm putting the Leprechaun over. No, let's be fucking real. I love Warwick Davis. I love the Leprechaun. I love those movies. Jack Torrance, man. I mean, it's The Shining. I'm sorry, Warwick. Lens Porco, he did a great job. But yeah. Leslie Vernon. I'm gonna put him in fucking awesome. And I'm gonna put him right there. I love the return of Return of the Mask, Rise of Leslie Vernon. I'm so excited for the sequel. He's very cool. But I like the movie more than I like the specific character of Leslie Vernon. I almost think I'd want to put him in does what it needs to do. Yeah, I think I am actually. Fuck. Damn, I talked myself into lowering him. I'm sorry, guys. I love that movie. Very cool character. But he specifically works for that movie. If you pulled Leslie Vernon out and put him in something else, I wouldn't like him as much. I like him in that movie. To put Leprechaun so low. Is that a joke about little people? Are you being ableist? I missed my job interview for this stream. Jesus fucking Christ, man. You're a committed fan. Well, if you're such a committed fan, send me some money. Let's see what I could get out of fucking banana bread. I really appreciate you sticking around. You've been here a long fucking time, brother. So this stream is going to stay up no matter what. This girl is from a movie called, it's like The Loved Ones, I think. It's like a prom horror movie. She's got the screwdriver. Let's see. The Loved Ones, 2009 film. I remember watching this. I do remember the movie, but even still, she's going and does what it needs to do, but at the very fucking bottom of the list. The very fucking bottom of the list. Because I just like, I remember that movie, but I don't remember that character. I remember her like throwing a screwdriver at somebody. It's like a prom date that goes wrong, something like that. So then we got Vinnie Jones from the Midnight Meat. I love the Midnight Meat Train. I love its atmosphere. I love the scene at the end of the movie. I love Clive Barker. I love the anal sex scene in the movie. That being said, I'll give you some cash in October. So the big okay. So you're gonna see me in October. So I know you, Banana Bread. Who the fuck are you, Banana Bread? Either way, Vinnie Jones from Midnight Meat Train. I'd like to again reiterate that I love the anal sex scene in the movie Midnight Meat Train. It's very sexy. Very great movie. But even still though, this guy's going and does what it needs to do, and he's gonna go behind Leslie Vernon because he doesn't really have much. There's not much going on with this character, really. I mean, there is in lore, but the actual character himself, I don't know. He's nothing really. I want to say this is Mama from Mama. Very scary. Decent movie. I liked the movie. Not many people talk about it anymore. And even if she's scary, I don't think she's fucking awesome. I think she's going and does what it needs to do. And I think she's going to go behind the soldier guy from House because the guy at the end of House left more of an impact on me than Mama did. I don't know who this character is. I want to say she's from The Substance. Somebody let me know. Anybody know who this particular character is? 7 payments of $79.97? That's a lot of money. Are you actually going to give me that? That would help me out tremendously. You know who that is? This is Matt. Oh, shit, the internet again. Fuck. A young Jackie Chan. Okay, we're back. The internet was shitting out for a second. I think it's back. Unstable connection. This is Matt Cordell from Maniac Cop. I'm a big fan of these films. I think he's going to go into fucking awesome right between the guy from House of Wax and right between Belial. I like Matt Cordell. I don't actually like Matt Cordell because a hot dog and a handshake will be given maybe $5. You said hot dog. That once again makes me think it's Chris Brock. Yes, Edgar. My cat just meowed. All right, Michael Myers. Right behind Dracula. Michael Myers is one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. Right before I started this stream, I was wearing a Halloween Michael Myers t-shirt. I'm wearing one right now. I meant to say I was wearing a Michael Myers baseball cap. I switched it out for my Iowa Cubs hat just because I like the way it looked in the lighting better. And you can see that I still have hair. I'm not just going bald completely right now. But yeah, Michael Myers, he's right behind Dracula. These two characters right here probably will not move from those spots. I'd be very surprised to see if they did. This is the killer from Wolf Creek. He's played by John Jarrett, and his name is Mick Taylor. Very terrifying fucking character. Absolutely fucking sadistic. He's going in legend status, and I'm going to put him, I think, above Christine. Yeah, I think I am. If anybody has not seen Wolf Creek or Wolf Creek 2, I'm very fucking excited for Wolf Creek 3. I can't forgive them for what they did in Maniac Cop 2. Yeah, they killed Bruce Campbell. That's it. You guy fucking caught you. You're Chris Brock because you're also sad that they killed Bruce Campbell in Maniac Cop 2. You fucking. Oh, you gave yourself away. I got you, you motherfucker. You're caught. So, okay. Good to know Chris Brock was watching my stream. Fucking little liar. You little fucking bastard. Jumping in and out and shit. Yes, it is bummer that they killed off Bruce Campbell in Maniac Cop 2. So, yeah. I don't know who this character is. I think she's from Perfect Blue. Never seen it, though. Okay. This is The Babadook. The Babadook is a great movie. However, it's got one major drawback, not drawbook. And it's that the movie Babadook has a very anti-Babadook bias to it. And that's something I can't get down with because I'm pro Babadook. Babadook is an icon, legend status, going right behind The Omen. Just makes it into that list. I take that back. I'm looking at some of these characters in the fucking awesome category. Right there. Right there. I like the clowns and the puppets more. Norman fucking Bates. Yeah. Chris Rock is not watching. Shut the fuck up. Okay. So Norman Bates from Psycho. I'm not a huge fan of the original Psycho, but I am a tremendous fan of Psycho 2 and 3 and Psycho 4, but especially Psycho 2 and 3. Psycho 2 specifically is one of my favorite films of all time. And Norman Bates, I have an action figure of Norman Bates on that wall, still in the packaging. I've even read the novel for Psycho 2, where Norman Bates goes and cuts up a bunch of people trying to make a movie based on his life. I'm a big Norman Bates fan. He's obviously going to go into legend status. And I think I see the spot right behind Jigsaw and in between Captain Spaulding. Norman Bates is very near and dear to my heart. I love him a lot. But Grown Ups is not a good movie, Banana Bread. Don't fucking say that shit again. I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is. I'm sorry. I don't know. He's going back there. This is David Cronenberg's character from the movie Nightbreed. I like Nightbreed. I don't like it nearly as much as Chris Brock, a.k.a. Banana Bread, does. But I do like it. Okay? And this character is very iconic, very cool. And that's making me think it's going into fucking awesome. And that makes me think he's going to go right behind the Krites from Critters. Because I like the design and yada yada. But yeah. Otis from Devil's Rejects. Shit. Behind Jigsaw, but ahead of Norman Bates. He's my favorite member of the Rejects trilogy, of the Rejects trio. But he's going to go right there in that spot. Pam. Good old Pam. We're getting down there to, not really down to the wire quite yet. I might have to go get some more apple juice, honestly. Okay. Pamela Voorhees. Oh, shit. Clearly legend status. And I love Jason, but I like a lot of these characters more than I like Pamela. And I love that first movie too. But I like it like as a movie. I don't like it because of Pamela Voorhees. And I think I just spotted. I look at a lot of these things where I'm like, okay, these two characters. Do I think this character slots between them very easily? Yes. And that's why Pam is going to go in between Jerry Dandridge from Fright Night, but ahead of Cujo from Cujo. Patrick Bateman. I have listened to the audiobook of American Psycho, and I love the movie. As a person who's listened to the audiobook, I never want some fucking book nerd to tell me that the book is always better than the movie, because the movie adapts that book somehow perfectly and actually turns that unfucking readable book into a movie that's fantastic. Because that book is an endurance test for how much bullshit you can fucking endure. Patrick Bateman is a phenomenal fucking character. He's obviously going into legend status, and I think he's going to go right ahead of that serial killer. He's going to go ahead of Cujo. Does he leap Pam? I think he does. I think he leaps Jerry. Yes, 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 yes. Black Phillip, yeah, Leprechaun, Jack Torrance. I'm looking at all these. I'm gonna stop when I hit a character that I think right there. I just hit one. Candyman, better than Patrick Bateman. Reagan, I'm gonna say that this is Pazuzu. Okay, and if it's Pazuzu, right over Patrick Bateman. Really easy that one. I don't even have to explain myself really on that one. Pennywise. I think now is the time for me to go get another drink. Do you like Huey Lewis in the News? You, my friend, have seen American Psycho. See that? Just picked it up from the printers myself. That's bone. And the lettering is something called Cillian Braille. White. I can't believe Van Patten prefers Paul Allen's card to mine. That kind of thing. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go get something to drink. Some more apple juice. I'll be right back. Going AFK. I'm back. Sweating profusely. Okay, I'm cracking open a new can of apple juice. Give me 1 second. Oh shit. Okay. Very nice. All right. Continue. Okay, we're on Pennywise. Horror icon. One of my favorite books of all time. I've read it 4 different times. Currently was listening to the audiobook while on a road trip to Scarefest last year. Gonna continue that hopefully this year. This is specifically the Bill Skarsgård interpretation, but I'm going to lump the book Pennywise, Tim Curry Pennywise, and the Bill Skarsgård interpretation all into one. And that being said, that is going to put Pennywise right there. No. Over Harry Warden. I'm sorry, Harry. Welcome back. You was away for quite some time, but glad you're back. Hey, I'm glad I'm back too. Dante Graves is back. All right, so that's where he's going. This is Psycho Goreman. I love this movie. I don't really want to give him legend status because it's more of like a comedy thing, you know. But I do adore that movie, and I think he's a very funny character. I would put him right between the puppets from Puppet Master and the clowns from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. These guys are honestly threatening to go into legend status, but oh shit, yeah, but they're just not. I don't know. There's just this one little missing element. Even though I'm a huge fan of that film, but yeah, that's where they're gonna go for right now, at least. Shit, where are they at? Okay, man, that I'm gonna be honest. That next beer that I crack, that might be the one that fucking takes me out. I'm having a great time. All fucking 2 of you guys that are watching. So what's so odd is that the fucking puppet from Saw, where was it at? I put it in, it's right here. I said that's going to be Jigsaw. This is the pig from Saw. In the interest of fairness, it's going to go right here next to the puppet, right behind the puppet, because the puppet's more iconic. This is both Jigsaw. I don't know why there's 2 of these. Is Jigsaw on this list? Like just as himself, John Kramer? Because then the puppet and the fucking pig are going to go down into fucking awesome, and John Kramer's going to go up there. I put those slots there because of John Kramer. I fucking love Pinhead. Pinhead, He used to be known as Zype Totek, if you're really into Hellraiser lore, or he's known as Hell Priest from the Scarlet Gospels canon. Uh, he's one of my favorites. And he's gonna go up high. I'm gonna let you guys know that right now. It might kind of jar you guys where he's gonna go. He's going right behind Frankenstein, right in between Jason. And that's hard for me. That's really hard for me because God damn it, man, do I love Jason and Leatherface and the shark from Jaws and Jeffrey Combs as fucking Herbert West and Jigsaw and Otis and Norman Bates and Captain Spaulding. But god damn it, do I fucking love Pinhead that much. Fuck! I put him over the Frankenstein monster. I'm sorry. Status for Shorty knocking that dude's hip block off and Slim driving that dude off with a. Yeah, I know, but come on. Anybody ever play the fucking Killer Clowns from Outer Space video game? Elvira was a playable character in that. Okay, so this is Vincent Price. I think it is specifically Vincent Price from Mask of the Red Death, where he plays Prince Prospero. I could be mistaken, though. And that's my favorite Vincent Price movie. That's my favorite Edgar Allan Poe short story, which is what my cat, Edgar, is named after. Being as that is, he's going to get legend status. But I don't want to... Even though, like, okay, like if we're ranking Vincent Price, he's going like right up here. But Prince Prospero from Mask of the Red Death, he's gonna go more like right there. No. Let's be real. Right between Ginger and right between Jennifer. Mask of the Red Death is a phenomenal movie. I'm assuming that's what he's from. This isn't from Fall of the House of Usher. It's not from Pit and the Pendulum. He's got this weird hat, and that's what's kind of throwing me off. But I think if he's a villain, I'm trying to think of like villainous Vincent Price roles. He played Prince Prospero in Mask of the Red Death. So I'm putting him right there. Actually, if we're just talking about Prince Prospero, we're not talking about Vincent Price. Right there. Big fucking man, he fell. I'm just being fucking for real. He fell far. It was fun until they nerfed the clowns. They just bully you now and talk trash because the clowns are so weak. That's too bad. I'm a big fan of the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I go to Spirit Halloween every year and I'm like, what kind of new Killer Clown stuff you got for me? I love the popcorn and the cotton candy and the fucking stupid fucking gun and stuff, you know. I'm into that stuff. Okay. How long have we been going for? Hour and 34 minutes? All right. Whatever. Fuck it. What? Did I just open? No. All right. Here we go. Obviously, legend status. Stan Winston, directorial debut. I think his first and only film he ever directed. Movie. I don't even mind Pumpkinhead 2 Blood Wings that much, but Pumpkinhead 3 and 4, skip them. As far as I'm concerned. Pumpkinhead, you're going to go. I put Cujo over you because when do I get paid for watching? That's fucking hurtful. I was about to get sad about Cujo again. Cujo died thinking he was a bad dog, you know? So I'm putting him over Pumpkinhead, but I do really love Pumpkinhead. I'd like to throw that out there. I don't know what this thing is. I thought for a minute that it was a graboid from Tremors, but it looks like it has eyes. And so I don't know what that thing is. So it's going down here. This is the lead, I guess, killer or doppelganger from Us. I didn't hate Us. I only saw it the one time in theaters. I probably could benefit from a rewatch. Incredibly slick movie. Very tightly edited. Clearly intention was behind it. I just didn't like it as much as I wanted to. And I never watched Nope because of how kind of mixed I was on this movie. Because I loved Get Out, but this one just kind of didn't really do much for me. But I remember it vividly, like really, really well. And so it's not going in forgettable. And I think it's going to go in. It does what it needs to do right behind one of these characters that I don't like as much. Probably right there. Yeah, I think that's fair. Behind Imhotep, because this is an iconic performance. It's a very famous movie. And then Audrey, yeah, that's probably where it deserves to be. Very memorable. Very, very memorable. This stuck with me. Oh shit. But yeah, it not like it fucking set my fucking world. When are you going to be ranking Special Officer Doofy? If I put Doofy on here, he'd go into legend status at the number 1 slot. Once again, revealing that you are Chris Brock, by the way. Okay, so we got the killer from Repo, the Genetic Opera. I'm a fan of that film. I'm getting very fucking drunk. I need to honestly kind of start speed running some of these. Repo Killer is going in and does what it needs to do behind Mama, because I'm basing this off of how well I remember these characters. I remember Mama and all of these other people more than I remember the fucking guy from Repo, the Repo Man from Repo. But I do like Repo the Genetic Opera, even though the sound mixing for a musical is terrible. It's fucking horrible. This guy's from Poltergeist 2. I'm not even a huge fan of the original Poltergeist. I'm so fucking sorry. I certainly am not a huge fan of Poltergeist 2. Maybe I need to give it another shot. But as of right now, this guy, forgettable. The tire from the movie Rubber. Oh, it's so funny. It's a fucking movie with a killer tire. The movie's actually supposed to be kind of like a meta, subversive sort of thing. But I'm so fucking tired of hearing about this goddamn tire. And the movie itself does so little for me. It's going to go right. No, it's over the ice cream man. It's going right there. This is the fucking cunt from Get Out. She's going to go and does what it needs to do, but at the very fucking bottom. Because, like, just does nothing for me in any capacity other than being the fucking racist evil bitch from Get Out. Okay. Miss Top Hat or whatever from Dr. Sleep. I adore Dr. Sleep. One of the greatest sequels of all time, in my opinion. One of my favorite movies of all time, in my opinion. One of the greatest horror films of all time, in my opinion. Excellent fucking sequel to The Shining. She's evil. She's very fucking intimidating. She's not going into legend status. And she's not fucking awesome. But I wouldn't put her over Annie Wilkes from Misery. And I wouldn't even put her over Annabelle in terms of iconic status. So she's going to go right there. Because I do remember, and I think about her more often than I think about Leslie Vernon is the thing. This looks like the Ring. Sadako? Because Kayako is the Grudge. That's Sadako. I like Kayako better. I'm trying to think. She's going to go into fucking awesome. Even I know that she's probably a legend. Not to me. I like the Grudge better. And I don't want to have both of them in that category because it's one or the other. They even had a Versus movie, which I did watch. So it's like, okay, well, which character here? I already spotted it. I just seen it. I just spotted it. It's right between Belial and Prince Prospero from Mask of the Red Death. Goated live stream. Thanks, man. When are you going to be ranking Special Officer Doofy? I read that one already. Damn, it sucks that all these comments are banana bread. All these comments are banana bread. I wish I got comments from somebody else, you know? All right, let's go. Let's go look in here. Well, who's next? Sam from Trick or Treat. Love him. He's behind Jigsaw. I have every Sam action figure ever fucking released. I've got the Living Dead doll, the reaction figure, the NECA figure, the NECA cloth figure. I've got everything. I'm going to be getting the fucking Trick or Treat Studios one that comes out in a little bit. I love Trick or Treat and I love Sam. Give me that fucking second movie like yesterday. I've got all the comic books. I'm a huge Sam fan, but all of these fucking goats are above him. Sorry. I did put him between Billy and the pig. I recognize that. So he's kind of between Jigsaw. And I think that's right where he belongs, which is incredible for having one movie. He's right smack on par with Jigsaw, who has 10 movies. That's impressive. For me, at least. Chris Brock. Yo, I see. You switched from your banana bread account to fucking be Chris Brock for 2 seconds. Oh, God, this dude. Oh, now Chris Brock and Banana Bread are talking to each other like they're two different people. Ooh, it's Clark Kent and Superman at the same fucking time. Fucking insulting my intelligence. However, I'm very happy my good friend Chris Brock joined in on the stream. Stripe. Okay, so this is a gremlin, but this is specifically Stripe from Gremlins, and he is my favorite gremlin because he's such a little bastard. And I would put him over a lot of these other characters that are in legend status, even though I'm not even that crazy about Gremlins. Not as much as other people, because I dated a chick. Shit, I'm so drunk I about said that girl's fucking name. I dated a girl once who's a nice girl. You know, let's be honest. I don't hate her and whatever, but I had a bad fucking breakup with her, and she loved Gremlins, and so it did kind of taint the movie for me for a while. That being said, Stripe is still my goat, and he's gonna go over. Yeah, he's gonna go over Ghostface. I really like Stripe. Yum yum. Kiss my. I can't do that voice. I tried to do the voice. I'm not gonna ban anybody who's fucking arguing with themselves. I tried to do the Stripe voice and it about fucking killed me. Okay. I don't know who this is. He's going at the bottom. Sweeney Todd. He's pretty fucking cool. He's not going in legend status. So it's a matter of where is he going to go and fucking awesome. Right there. Great musical. Great pieces. Is my internet connected right? I'll sing. Need that on a soundboard. Me fucking about vomiting. Okay. I'm gonna you need this on a soundboard. I'm gonna sing Sweeney Todd real quick. Pretty women standing out there, running out there. Ba 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 ba. Fan of the Paradise? Hey, that's a deep cut, Chris. But no, it's not that guy. Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. He's gonna go right between the Krite from Critters and that fucking guy from Nightbreed who's played by David Cronenberg. Tarman. I love Tarman. But in good conscience, this category is getting filled with legends. He's not going into legend status, even though I adore him. But he's gonna go in just a matter of where. And I'm looking at all these other characters, and I just spotted it. Over Blade from Puppet Master. But he's not going to Recycle Gorman or the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Babyface from Happy Death Day. Hear my burps. If Emma was listening, she gets so fucking mad hearing all these burps. She ain't listening though. She's like, "Oh, watch your fucking stream." She commented like twice and then she fucking peaced out. So either way, yeah, she got to be spared from all the burping. Babyface from Happy Death Day 1 and 2. They never made a third movie. I didn't like the second movie a ton. I liked the first movie well enough, but this killer is just a guy in a hoodie with a mask. Okay, it's stupid. I'm not putting it in lame as fuck, and it's not forgettable. I remember it, but it's in going into what it needs to do, and I like the guy from House better. because he really left an impression on me. You know, I meant that blonde dude that you didn't know. I think that is Paul Williams from Phantom of the Paradise. Really? Oh. Okay. Well, you know what? Since I have seen Phantom of the Paradise, but I forgot him. Fuck. Okay. Well, then he's going in forgettable, and he's gonna go at the end tier of forgettable because I literally didn't even fucking remember him when I was going through ranking them. The banana bread dude, probably. Yeah, probably. I bet she hated banana bread. Um, the Blob. I'm going to be compositing the Steve McQueen version of the Blob and the Shawnee Smith version of the Blob into one character, and that is the Blob that we're going to rank on this. And he's going into legend status. It is going into legend status. No, I'm being stupid. I'm being fucking stupid. Right there. No, right. Right there. Right there. I love the Blob. I really love the Blob. I love the original. I love the remake. The Blob is an interesting character, is an interesting concept. It's barely a character. It is a blob. Okay. But it has some kind of aura that makes it unforgettable. Okay. The Bride of Frankenstein, portrayed by Elsa Lancaster. She's so beautiful, so memorable. I don't want to put her in legend status. I'm sorry. Because she does not have that much screen time, even though she's so legendary and so iconic. That being said, I think she's going into the very top of the list of fucking awesome. Because it, like I said, like for the screen time she has, for as memorable and as legendary and as like everyone fucking knows the Bride of Frankenstein, that's why she's gonna go there. But I again, I just so little about her. I adore Elsa Lancaster as a human being and as everything she gave us. But yeah, I can't, in good conscience, put her over any of these other characters because she just does so little. She's in the movie for goddamn 5 minutes, practically. Maybe I'm even being generous with that. The Bye Bye Man, never seen it. Don't fucking care. Lame as fuck. Bottom of lame as fuck. The Gill Man. Shit. I don't like to do that. I love Jeffrey Combs as Herbert West. I keep saying Jeffrey Combs first. I love Herbert West from Reanimator. I love Jigsaw. I love Sam. I love all those characters. Oh, but man, the Gill Man, he holds a very special place in my heart. And it's something right next to Jaws because both those characters really frighten me. It just kind of feels right to have them both right there. And he's, other than Frankenstein and Dracula, the Gill Man is my third favorite monster of the Universal monsters. So I think he belongs right there. I don't know who this is. Anyone know who this is? Okay. I don't know. They're going to the bottom of the list. It looks very fucking familiar. Like so eerily familiar. I just don't know who that is. Anyone know? Chris Brock, if you're still out there, do you know who that is? The metal mask thing. It is the mask from Demons. And if that is what it is, I have seen Demons. I don't know how I forgot that that's what the mask looked like. Does what it needs to do. But every other character on here left more of an impression on me than that thing did. But it's functional in the plot. It's not really that forgettable. Don't know who this is. Anyone know who this is? There's only a couple more of those that I don't know. But I don't know who this is. Chris Brock, if you're still out there, that's Michael Myers, idiot. That fucking pissed me off. I want you to know that. That fucking really pissed me off. All right. I don't know who that is. Evil Bong. I really enjoy Full Moon Pictures when I was a kid. I'm putting it over these things. And this is like me being no. The boy. Come on. Okay, whatever. This list really sucks. The Fisherman from I Know What You Did Last Summer. Love that movie. Great killer. Not really someone that I ever like want to dress up as or have action figures of or anything like that. So I'm gonna put them in Does What It Needs to Do, and I'm gonna put them right there. The Fisherman is unique, memorable. That's why it's going over the guy from Midnight Meat Train, because he's kind of like, functional in the plot. So he's crossing into that line of like, okay, he's iconic, he's something. But Leslie Vernon has got way more. The Ginger Dead Man, I did enjoy the first Ginger Dead Man from Trauma. And are you fucking serious? He said Michael Myers from which movie in space? I agree. Oh, Slumber Party Massacre 2, The Guitar Killer. You're right. That's who that is. That's who that fucking is. Yes, because that's... Okay, I don't know what this spurt of blood is. I assuming that's the killer from Slumber Party Massacre 2, not at all forgettable. I just couldn't tell from this one image. I'm going to put them in fucking awesome, right between Frankenhooker and the fucking guy from Malignant. Okay? Okay, Ginger Dead Man, voiced by Gary Busey. He's very memorable. Definitely over Evil Bong, even though Ginger Dead Man and Evil Bong did cross over in a very stupid fucking movie. But I like the first Ginger Dead Man. I've never seen Passion of the Crust, and I didn't see the third movie either. But Ginger Dead Man, I get a kick out of him. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna put him in Does What It Needs to Do. He's gonna go in the very bottom of fucking awesome. It's a fucking gingerbread man that fucking kills people and is voiced by Gary fucking Busey. I like it. I went to Blockbuster and I saw the DVD and it was Passion of the Crust Pierce. Yeah, I know. I haven't seen it yet. The Invisible Man. He's a legend. Where do I want to put him at, though, is the question. Because if we're not talking Gilman, I mean, I really fuck with the Invisible Man a lot. I really, really do. Oh, shit. Fuck, he's right between Jaws and Gilman. Fuck me, dude. Jack Griffin. That fucking bastard. I mean, such an iconic design. Groundbreaking special effects. Claude Rains gave a generational performance. That character will always stick with me. I love the Invisible Man. I used to have the fucking Crestwood House monster books thing of the Invisible Man, and yeah, I really like the Invisible Man. Change your ranking immediately. Justice for Ginger Dead Man. Ginger Dead Man is in fucking awesome. What are you talking about? This is a robot from Chopping Mall. Great movie. They're not why the movie's great. It's all of the other things that why the movie's great. You could have slotted any other killer thing in there and then had everything else the same in Chopping Mall, and I would have loved the movie just the same. So they are going to go into Does What It Needs to Do. They're not in the first spot because they're just robots. Behind Annabelle, Tom and Leslie Vernon. Yeah, Snake from Anaconda. I think right there. I don't really, I don't dislike them, but they're just functional bad guys for Chopping Mall. I don't really have strong opinions one way or the other about them. This is the killer from the movie Hush. They're absolutely going and does what it needs to do because I don't remember a fucking thing about them other than that this is the killer from Hush, which is a decent movie. No physical media release as far as I can tell. So they're going in and does what it needs to do behind Chrome's Skull. Because I remember this design. I remember the look. I remember kind of their behavior, but all these other people I remember much less. I even kind of remember the aliens from Attack the Block more than them. But I don't. Yeah, I'm going to move the alien from Attack of the Block up from that. So there you go. The Necronomicon from Evil Dead. If this was Ash, if we were rating Ash, go like right up here. But since it's just the Necronomicon, and by extension, I'm gonna say it's just the Deadites and stuff, they're gonna go at the bottom of legend status. Because my favorite thing about Evil Dead is not the Deadites or any of that stuff. It's Bruce Campbell, it's Ash Williams. So, but they're still legends of the Book of the Dead. It's iconic. It's a classic piece of horror fiction. But I like literally everything else on this fucking list. Actually, I'm putting Omen over Carrie. I just now noticed that. Omen over Carrie all day long, actually. And actually Necronomicon over Carrie. See what I mean? Carrie just barely made this fucking legend status ranking. The Nun. I don't mind the Nun as much as other people, and I don't think she's forgettable. I think she's kind of scary. And I enjoy the Nun movies, and I enjoyed her in Conjuring 2. I know that's a very fucking hot, steaming hot fucking take. I'm gonna put her at the very bottom of fucking awesome. No. Actually, she's going right there. No, because I don't want Leslie Vernon to be behind her. Yeah, I feel strongly about that. I feel strongly about that ranking. The Nun over Fisherman, but behind Leslie Vernon and all those other characters. I think she does what she needs to do. She's frightening in the films. She works. I think she's a horror icon, you know. This is Lon Chaney Sr. as the Phantom of the Opera. He's going into legend status. And I just got to find where he's going to go. How high up is he going to go? And I just spotted it. He's right between Black Phillip and Warwick Davis's immortal portrayal of the Leprechaun from Leprechaun. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen Lon Chaney portray Phantom of the Opera yet, it's free on YouTube. It's a silent film. It's public domain. I might even do a fucking feature-length commentary of that goddamn movie. I adore that movie. Love the Deadites in the series, Evil Ash and Henrietta being my favorites. I do too. Like there's specific Deadites that stand out more than others. It's just I'm just saying, like, if we're talking Deadites versus all these other fucking characters, no, I'm picking all those other characters. If we're talking Ash is going up here in this top kind of fucking 3 area. Okay. The Predator from Predator. Legend status easily secured. Right behind Candyman, but right in front of Pazuzu. Classic movie monster, classic movie alien creature. Excellent fucking movie. I actually like basically every single Predator movie, even the ones that people don't really fucking like. Ball Bill kills me, dude. Yeah, Ball. I mean, he's the TV show really expounded upon a lot of the lore for Evil Dead, gave us a lot more to chew on. But even still, I just like Ash the best. This is the killer from the movie The Prowler. A lot of great kills in this movie. Decently watchable, much better with friends. The killer itself is just a guy in a fucking like army uniform, and he gets like killed with like a shotgun at the end of the movie. But a lot of great kills. The killer itself, nothing to fucking write home about. Going right after fucking Chrome Skull. That's where he's going. The Tall Man from Phantasm, one of Chris Brock and I's favorite franchises. I love the Tall Man. He's going to go into fucking awesome, I think. Even though I love this franchise, the entirety of my love for it is behind my love for these two things. What is that? The Thing? Okay. The Thing, I got the perfect spot for The Thing. Right behind Tarman, above the puppets from Puppet Master. Actually, no. I wanted to put it right next to the Blob, but I love the Blob more than I love the Thing. That would be a fight. The Thing versus the Blob would win because the Thing can just replicate, can't turn into the Blob. Blob doesn't care. Blob is like, you're alive, and just consumes you. So the blob defeats the thing. Ash was my top on my tier list I did a few years ago, so I feel yeah, Ash is way up there. Ash is my favorite fictional character of all time. Lon Chaney Jr. as the Wolfman. He's clearly going into legend status. That's not even fucking debatable. Where is he gonna go? I just spotted it. Not right there. Not right there. He's moving. In between Freddy, right after Freddy, but in front of Candyman. He's right fucking centered in there. It's one of the greatest performances of all time, and he's one of the most iconic movie monsters of all time. And he comes back again and again. One of the only Universal monsters ever to be played by just one actor in every single subsequent appearance. Lon Chaney Jr. as Larry Talbot, the Wolfman, iconic fucking movie werewolf. This is the Blair Witch. It's just the sticks from the Blair Witch. I'm not gonna put the. No, I am. I really like Blair Witch. I like Blair Witch 2. I even like the third movie. And that being said, yeah, above Maniac Cop, right after House of Wax. That's where that character is gonna go. I know we don't see her a ton in the first movie. We don't even see her at all in the second movie, but we do get a little glimpse of her in the third movie. And I like the Blair Witch. I like those movies. This is the character from Freaky. I turned this movie off because it sucked. Freaky, you're going ahead of the ice cream man. Nah, you're going behind the ice cream man. I don't give a fuck. This is from House. I have House on Criterion. Never fucking watched it. So I don't feel like it'd be fair if I judged it. The Collector from The Collector. Collector is fucking cool, and I love these movies. So The Collector is going to be up here on our list into fucking awesome territory. How high up? I'd put The Collector over Maniac Comp. Fucking damn it. Yeah, I put this chick from Audition over The Collector, but The Collector is right there. Like right fucking there. Very, very interesting character. Could have been something really, truly great. Hopefully we get The Collected at some point. The Djinn from Wishmaster. I want to put him in legend status. In fact, I'm gonna put him over Carrie. And over the Deadites. And over Damien? No, he's not going over Damien. Well, yeah, he's going over that. Pumpkinhead is going to clear the Djinn. That's as high up as the Djinn is going to go. I don't know what this is. This is going at the bottom of the list. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is. These are the ants from the movie Them, which is a movie I quite like. Not Empire of Ants, completely different killer ant movie. Not Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, other different killer ant movie. Very fucking awesome. I like the big bugs. I don't know. I like them. I like the remake of them, honestly. I like Empire of Ants. And that being said, above Ginger Dead Man, but not that much higher. I mean, they're just big bugs that kill people. This is the Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth. That's just one sequence of a great movie. It would feel weird to put the Pale Man above that many other characters in here. And it's functional for the plot of that movie. So it's going to go into does what it needs to do. And I think it's going to go right next to Mama, because they're both Guillermo del Toro. It's hard to rank the stuff because I do like this movie, but the stuff, like in the stuff, oh, fuck the internet. Wait for it to come back. Okay, I think I'm back. I'm so sorry, guys, that the internet sucks. Hopefully the lag is not like fucking insanely bad. The stuff we were talking about, the stuff in the movie, even though the movie's great, the stuff itself does not leave a huge impression on me. So I'm gonna put it in does what it needs to do, and I'm gonna put it right there between the fisherman and the guy from Midnight Meat Train, because it just doesn't. It's stuff. It's the plot device of the movie. It's not really like a villain, so to speak. Tiffany Valentine is going to go into legend status to introduce a new character 4 movies into your horror franchise, with Chucky being your lead. And you immediately make that new character just as iconic and recognized as Chucky. That is a fucking feat. Okay. So, Tiffany, you're going in there. Right next to these other girl bosses right here. Yeah. And you know what? Actually, right behind Ghostface. Tiffany Valentine, horror icon, incredibly essential. Here we got Victor Crowley. I want to put Victor Crowley in legend status because at one point everyone was like, yes, Victor Crowley, he's the new horror icon. Nobody talks about Victor Crowley anymore, and it sucks. They need to make a new Victor Crowley movie. They're not. I don't know why. I don't know. I haven't talked to Adam Green. I don't know what's going on with him, but I do enjoy all 4 of those movies. So I'm going to put Victor Crowley into fucking awesome, but behind a lot of these characters. So I'm looking to see where. Yep, I just spotted it. After Krampus, but before the guy from House of Wax. I don't know what that thing is. It's going there. The Xenomorph from Alien. Legend status. Easily procured. Where? Because I like the Xenomorph more than Predator. So he's going to go over this. I think right there. Yeah. I love Alien. I love the Xenomorph. The killers from the movie You're Next. They do what they need to do, but they are also a bunch of punk bitches. So they're going to go after Baby, after Angela, the snake from Anaconda, Imhotep. Yeah, I think they're going to go right there. They serve the plot well. And now we got to our last character because I don't know these other characters. So if anyone wants to jump in and say, hey, I know who they are, I don't know who they are. We got Santa, portrayed by Bill, but I do enjoy that movie for what it's worth. So it's going to go. It's going to have to go into does what it needs to do. Right there. Yeah, because the baby face thing from Happy Death Day sticks with me a lot more than Santa Sleigh does. But the Pale Man is only in one fucking scene. That's why. All right. That was Dante Graves' first live stream. We went 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm impressed with myself. Thank you to the 6 of you that left a like. Thank you to anyone that fucking tuned in at all. Maybe we'll do this again sometime. I am bummed I didn't get really kind of any Q&A stuff going on. I'll leave the live stream up. It's fine. Okay. Good night, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.